council meeting, October 10th, 2023, at exactly 7 p.m. All councilmen are in attendance. We do have a quorum and we will conduct business. Let the record also show that Town Clerk Gray and Building Clerk Newman-Schwander are also in attendance. Could you please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item on the agenda is to reconvene from our regular meeting. Could I have a motion to reconvene, please?
I move that we reconvene the town council meeting.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Ellis. All in favor say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is to adopt the agenda. We have a motion to adopt the agenda.
I so move to adopt the agenda.
Okay.
I'll second.
Second? Councilman Merrill moved, Councilman Denny seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is announcement and proclamations. And I just want to read kind of an announcement, but I would like to apologize to our water users for a letter that went out from the EPA. As I'm aware, that's the first time that we've had to send one out, and we definitely learned a very hard lesson on how we did it and a better way to do it in the future. So we promise to do a better job communicating with all of you, make sure that we send out a cover letter with it, and then also make sure that we email. So everyone knows that that's coming. They gave us 10 days to get it out, and we could do better. So our water's fine. But I would also, we talked today, we only have 700 people signed up on our email, hopefully everyone here is. And we only have 200 on text messaging. So we're hoping everyone will get signed up on those so we can do a better job of communicating. I didn't want to say that. So moving on, the next item on the agenda is the, to adopt the agenda. Nope, it's to public comment. Public comment. Do we have anyone that has a public comment? Sorry, just moving right on.
Yeah, I'd like to take advantage of it.
Could you please come up here and state your name? Yep. Speak loud so the microphone can get you.
All right. Randy Bitter, I'm from Plat 15, St. Forest Drive, and I'm leaving for the winter soon, so I want to get some points out that I feel are important for consideration. First of all, I want to express gratitude for the council members, the town staff, everyone who has the time, energy, and desire to work in these positions to try to make this a better place. I also want to state there's some of you are elected representatives, and to me that's important because you're supposed to represent what the people want, and you can't do that unless you hear the voice of the residents. So I'm going to get some of the stuff on the record. Not looking for any responses or anything, I just want to take through these in the time I have. So regarding the roads board, I'd like to know how the members were selected, and if we could have each proposed member stand if they're here and state their expertise or experience with roads. Also, on plowing, winter plowing, is it possible that the town could make a list of the widows or other shut-ins that are here year-round? So that maybe there can be an extra effort to clear the driveways. When I came back, a little neighbor of mine said she was in tears every time snowplow came by because it left her with a 3-foot burn or whatever. So it's just hard on some of these people. If I was here, I would clear it for them. But maybe if there was a list that the plow drivers can work from, just to pay a little more attention around those specific driveways. Regarding the Middle Branch Bridge, I again want to express my position on that. I was promised over half a dozen times in public meetings and specifically asked if there would be a special meeting before we spend any money, which is a publicized meeting on top of it. And I've not yet seen that meeting. We budgeted the $541,000. it was indicated that that doesn't mean we have to necessarily spend it. Many citizens are opposed to this bridge. Most of the people I talk to, at least in the near term, it is part of the plan for replacing Hardin and giving an alternate access, but I'm not sure we need to do that in the immediate future. This is voice of the residents' feedback. Fire-wise, you've heard me say this many times, or some of you have, July is just too hot, too many visitors. The leaves are their heaviest weight. It's just too hard to drag this out of the tangled areas where some of us live, and then mosquitoes are up on top of that. So those of us in those forested areas, we really, and I was talking to another neighbor this week about that, we'd really like to be able to do it earlier in the season, or the minimum let us start piling our slash off the side of the roads in May or June. Ideally May before the leaves come out. It's a lot less work. And if you don't believe me, come up here, you can help, and you'll become a believer. And I urge that we continue to pick up from every lot like we have the last 2 seasons. It's very helpful to not have to drag the stuff another 100 yards. Put it on the nearest lot or access point. Again, voice of the resident. Finally, on water, I'd like to know at some point how many service shut-offs are being done for the winter. I urge that the policy begin charging us for seasonal shut-offs and turn-ons be reversed and restored with 1 proof, 1 free shut-off, 1 free return. I don't think it's that many dollars. And I was talking to a neighbor told me today that it's wrong. There's 2 words common about it. So we're going to have to figure out that. I have the same opinion. I just don't shut them off. It used to be a free service, so it looks like a takeaway at the same time. Everybody's raising on it. So again, voice of the resident. I'd just like to, if he's knowing from the comment, just as feedback, hopefully inform your opinions as you go throughout the winter. And then I'll come back in the spring and see what surprises come. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other citizen input this evening? Okay, thank you. So the next item on the agenda is to adopt the consent agenda. So I just want to go through those, each item on the consent agenda. And that is to approve the minutes from September 12th work session and September 12th regular meeting. Lower Valley Energy Patronage Capital Certificate. Community board appointments. And we do have Dave Sankaran, Marty Erowen, John Lynch, Trevor Robertson, and Bobby Dickerson. And I don't really see anybody here. Disbursements is the next item. The dispatch report, the court report, and then his special municipal officers report. Town council, do you want to discuss any of those separately? No? Okay. So could I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move that we adopt the consent agenda.
Second?
I'll second.
It's been moved by Councilman Rock, seconded by Councilman Merrill. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the liquor hearings. And so we have 2 licenses. This is a public hearing and there will be action taken on these. So do we have a statement from, you get to read it?
Yeah.
Good job, okay.
Okay, so notice is hereby given. Star Valley Ranch Association filed an application of renewal of a retail liquor license in the office of the town clerk of the town of Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming, and the county of Lincoln, Wyoming. Star Valley Ranch Association is located at 1800 Cedar Creek Drive. Public comment and protest, if any there be, against the issuance of the license will be heard at the hour of 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the 10th of October, 2023, during our town council meeting at Town Hall, 171 Vista Drive, Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming.
Okay.
Look at Kristen. I did the motion next.
Motion and then comments, Mayor.
We only do these once a year.
Can I get a motion to approve the liquor license for Star Valley Ranch Association?
I so move for the renewal of the retail liquor license for Star Valley Ranch Association.
Okay. Second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Merrill, second by Councilman Rock. I would like to open this up to comments. Is there anyone here representing that organization?
I guess I'll do.
Sorry. Do you have anything to say about this?
So this one is for the association.
Correct.
Okay. I noticed, well, I don't have anything to say on that.
Okay.
I noticed you have an additional one.
Yep, we'll do that one next.
Okay.
Okay, any other comments from the audience?
If it's for the association, does that include the cart that goes out?
Yes,
This one.
it does.
Okay, any other comments? Council? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. The next liquor license on the agenda is for the Grill LLC. So could I get a statement?
Yes. Notice is hereby given that the Grill LLC, DBA Duffers, and the Three Canyons Restaurant filed an application for renewal of a retail liquor license in the office of the town clerk of the town of Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming, and county of Lincoln, Wyoming. Duffers and Three Canyons Restaurant is located at 1800 Cedar Creek Drive. Public comments and protest, if any there be, against the issuance of the license will be heard at the hour of 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the 10th of October, 2023, during our town council meeting at Town Hall, 171 Vista Drive, Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming.
Okay, before I open it up to comment, can I get a motion to approve the liquor license for the Grill LLC?
I'll move to approve the retail liquor license for the Grill LLC doing business as Duffers and Three Canyons Restaurant.
Okay, second. Motion made by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Denny. Any comments from the audience on this one? Council? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is, these are ordinances. So there's ordinance 2023-09, Title 3. And Councilman Rock, would you?
This is.
Hold on, I have to do a motion first, sorry. I'll get this.
I'm just gonna.
Sorry. Would anyone like to make a motion to read the ordinance by title and explanation?
I'll move that we read the ordinances this evening by title and explanation.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Merrill. Okay, I did that wrong.
And you can take the vote.
I can take the vote.
Yeah, because each ordinance will have its
That's right.
individual vote.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Okay, now we're ready. Ordinance 2023-09.
Ordinance, this is ordinance 2023-09, Title 3 Administration, Chapter 33 Town Organizations. This is the second reading. This ordinance is for the creation of a travel and tourism board and outlines the procedures of that board. There's only been one change or one addition since the first reading, and that is to add the town treasurer as the fifth member of the board. And that we approve, can I do that?
Do the motion.
Sorry, I move that we approve the second reading of ordinance 2023-09, Title 3 Administrations, Chapter 33 Town Organizations.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Rock, second by Councilman Merrill. Any questions on this ordinance from the audience?
Do I get to go over here?
You do get to go over here. We want the camera to have the full view.
This is the first time I've read through this, and a couple of things. First of all, I don't know why the town of Star Valley Ranch needs a tourism and travel board. We have a lot of the issues that we face as a town are the result of tourism and travel people coming through. And I understand that, we collect on the lodging tax for the rentals and things like that, and some things need to be handled as a result of that, of those funds being collected. But if you look at item B on the objectives, all that money we collect, we spend 60% of it promoting the town. We don't need to promote the town. We don't need a bunch of promotional materials and things like that. I understand that we need some funds, you know, to take care of facilities and things like that occur as a result of our visitors coming in. But I have kind of a strong question in my mind about, we don't need to be soliciting visitors coming in. They come by themselves, and we have a whole subculture in the rentals and things like that make us crazy during the winter and during the summer. So and encouraging more of that stuff doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I have a real problem with collecting a bunch of revenue off of the lodging taxes, but then spending 60% of that revenue to encourage more people coming in and having more problems. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I understand that there are other places we could use it. There's some mention about moving the lodging tax to the general fund, which would be a more useful thing other than sending 60% to promote the town. This kind of looks like a bureaucracy, you know, that is in for itself and improving for itself. So I think the council really ought to look at those objectives and really think about what we really want to accomplish as a town. And I don't think it's to turn the town into another Jackson Hole or attract tourists or get more problems, you know, from the casual visitors that come here and make the residents basically crazy. So that's what I would like to ask the.
Okay, if I can answer some of those. Actually, I can answer.
I'll quit. Thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't very verbal.
No.
Going through.
So it's an interesting situation. The state collects the lodging tax.
Yes.
And we cannot have it unless we have a board that
Okay.
distributes it. So the percentages are based on statute. The town council, and we've had many discussions about that 60%, that education portion will be the biggest part of what we'll probably spend it on, is trying to educate these people. So,
I know, but the promotional materials, that just creates
Yeah.
a living for a whole bunch of
they
people.
give you several options as to what you can do, so, and there are some other things that would help us in the rest of that, but yeah. It's in order to get, we can't have the money in this week. It's basically,
Does the money,
Hold on.
does the money have to be split like that?
Well, I was just gonna say that my understanding is, so on the objectives, about 60%, those are the types of things the money can be used on. It does not mean that the intent of the board will be to put a new sign, come to Star Valley Ranch at the bottom of the newly paved Greater Canyon Road, or if you would have.
Yeah, that is true.
No, just from conversations we've had with residents and then workshops, the educational materials part is really my intent would be, as the mayor's asked that I would be the liaison to the board, would be to do educational materials that will help with short-term rental, education, whether it's putting signs up in the back of properties that back up to the association's golf courses to keep people from running them up on the golf course, things like that. I'm very vested in the short-term rental, situation in town, as some of you know, and so I'm definitely going to work with this board so that we use the money for the benefit of the town and not to make our problem even bigger, or to end up in this self-cooking ice cream cone kind of bureaucracy, you know, that you mentioned.
How much?
Right now, but how much what?
What, how much
How much
is,
money
what
we're
we're
talking
talking about?
Well, right now they have, what, 38,000, I think?
Yeah.
Sitting, the county has sitting there waiting for us to come up with a board. Yeah. So, I mean, we don't have, like, I think Alpine had over 200,000. They're doing the same thing. So ours is smaller, but it certainly would help us with cost as far as some of the things that we do.
And I believe
Mayor's education.
for the, I think under item C, some of the funding can be used to pay for the short-term rental monitoring service the town recently contracted with, that right now is coming out of the general fund, so that would be another way we could use the money.
Yeah, parking,
Is
trails.
this only applied to short-term rentals, is it
No, no.
longer-term?
Yes, just short-term rentals pay the lodging tax.
Yes.
And hotels, obviously.
So longer terms do not pay any lodging tax?
No, 30 days or less?
Yes, I believe so.
And the state does collect that money. So that's the purpose, really, that's why.
Like to point out, the specific one you referenced, says that it can be staging of events. Farmers market was an event. Doesn't have to be for out-of-staters.
Yeah. Didn't see any there. So so I think it can benefit us if we do it right. So, Rand, you had another question?
I'll follow the rules since I'm close.
Thank you very much for following those constituents.
Have any of you been to the Alpine Town Hall or talked to Alpine about how they're using theirs? I stopped in there and we have all kinds of merchandise like sweatshirts, t-shirts, mugs, or hats. And if you ask them, they'll give you a hat. It's a pretty nice hat, you know, 3 colors. So they're giving out hats. I've been wondering, well, how can they afford to give these hats out? They're nice hats, you know, not like plastic strap in the back, nice cloth. And I think that's how they're already receiving their funds.
Yes, they are.
So it's kind of a nice souvenir to anybody who wants to be a resident to get one. You don't have to keep that really good. But stop in and I'll give you a hat and I'll show you the stuff they have, stickers, all kinds of things. Maybe something we put on our back window or something.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Because we had our stickers at Safety Day with the kids, so, and it just comes out of the general.
But next time you go by there, well, we're Monday to Thursday and half days on Friday. Stop in when it's open. Just in front of the library.
There's a lot of good ideas out there. Thank you very much. All right, so that one's, so we go to the next. All in favor, say aye. Oh, hold on.
You gotta be quicker.
I didn't think she was gonna go that fast.
I know, yeah.
My name is Mike Black. I agree with some of the things I've heard tonight about this Travel and Tourism Board. I'd like to add 2 cents, because all I've heard is the negative side of the things. It also would support our Three Canyons restaurant, our golf. We can't sustain the golf course by ourselves. Guests coming in need to pay a higher fee than everybody else to keep the cost low for those that live on the ranch. And if we have that tourism, bring them in off the golf, they can golf, they can eat, they can come to our farmers market. They also come to our 4th of July events. So I think it's important to see both sides of the story. I live here year-round. I live on Airbnb Row.
Yes, you do.
We've had some issues, but I know the owners. I can call them, and they nip it in the bud immediately. People that live on the ranch that want to moan and gripe, but not get involved to solve the problem, are the problem. You've got to get involved. You've got to get involved also. When I see 8 kids hanging off of a golf cart, I got a phone, I can take a picture, I follow them where they're going, I go in and I say, this is wrong, this, all that would, and grandma was the driver. So there is problems, but you gotta get involved and you gotta help solve the solution also.
Thank you very much.
Grandma's
Appreciate that.
saying,
All right. We can have one more question. Okay.
This is public comment?
No, this is not. This is specific about this ordinance. Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is ordinance 2023-10. Councilman
Ordinance 2023-10, Title 15, Land Use, Chapter 150, Buildings. Explanation is update to existing code, removing the fees from ordinance and making them set by resolution. This is the second reading. There have been no changes since the first reading. I move we adopt ordinance 2023-10, Title 15, Land Use.
Second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Mel, second by Councilman Merrill. Any questions from the audience on this? Hearing none, council? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is ordinance 2023-11. Councilman Denny?
Okay, this is the first reading of ordinance 2023-11, Title III Administration, Chapter 35, Municipal Court. Explanation, update to existing code by increasing the bond for 92.03, discharge of fireworks, 150.019B, failure to post a building permit, 150.09C, failure to obtain a building permit. If you see the new numbers, I guess you have to use money to enforce compliance to code. So fireworks is going to 750 for the first offense. This is a fireworks community, and the offense for trying to post your building permits $100, 150 per second, and the failure to obtain a building permit, that the bond goes up to $200 for first offense and $400 for second offense. I move that we approve this first reading of ordinance 2023-11.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Denny, second by Councilman Mel. Any questions from the audience on this?
Okay. I'm just wondering, what is the issue that's driving this particular company? Are we having problems?
Fireworks, definitely. There are still fireworks on in town, and there are builders that continue to begin construction without a permit, or they try to post a permit.
So those are problems?
They are.
That was much
Yes.
And you think this is going to help with that?
We hope so. We hope so.
We hope so.
Sometime.
You can't
It's
drive
even more
behind us
incentive to
anymore, so.
All right, any other comments? Council? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the mayor and council comment section. I don't have anything tonight. Does the council have anything to bring up? Okay. Hearing none, we go to motion to adjourn.
Did you allow Greg to say something? He missed it.
No, not.
Okay, all right.
Now can I get a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second.
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Denny, second by Councilman Rock. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none